Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zacky Aprianra as a field presenter, and welcome to Poetry Blast and ASOP 2025. Poetry Broke launching and discussion, Poetry Blast, LB Humanity, and Delula Jaya, plus International Online Seminar on Poetry, IOSOP, Auditorium FBS UNP, Padang, Zoom meeting, Saturday, May 31, 2050. Here's the quote from the poetry from Lina Marlina. We were once mere shadows on the earth's surface, moving without form, living without light. Source Leni Marlina, Ramadan Merles, The Rose of the World. Suara Anak Negeri News. My name is Zacky Aprianra from English Department FBS, Universitas Negeri Padang, registered in 2024. The title from my essay is The Sacred Journey Through Ramadan, a reflection on faith, love, and renewal in poetry, written by Zacky Aprianra and edited by PPIPM Indonesia and Poetry Pen International Community. The essay. Poetry allows us to access dimensions of human experience that are often hard to describe in ordinary words. It distills emotion, reflection, and meaning into concise, powerful lines, and during Ramadan, a time of spiritual renewal, poetry becomes even more potent as it captures the journey of the soul through faith, love, and transformation. In this essay, we explore 3 poems that deeply reflect the essence of the sacred month when the light of the sun's decree descends by Leni Marlina, the month of love by Dila, and the fasting ribbons by Leni Marlina. These words offer not only beautiful language but also profound insight into the spiritual evolution one undergoes during Ramadan. The first poetry is In When the Night of Decree Descends by Leni Marlina draws a vivid parallel between the human soul and a worn-out book, damaged, forgotten, and neglected. The poem beautifully illustrates how the holy night of Laylatul Qadr revives this book, rewriting its page with divine light and forgiveness. Through imaginary light, each raka'ah sharpened his letters, and each dhikr mends the tethered skull. Leni Marlina conveys the transformative power of worship. By the poem's end, the soul is no longer a neglected manuscript but a celestial revelation. These poems speak to the proven renewal possible during Ramadan, where repentance and devotion reshape one's entire spiritual identity. Here's the illustration from the poetry, and is the web on the poetry, and this is the poetry. Next, we move to the second paragraph, or the second poetry is The Moon of Love by Dila SPD. Paint Ramadan as a season not just of discipline, but of tenderness and beauty. The poet uses gentle metaphors such as a crescent moon, whisper prayers, and lanterns softly singing, to portray the sacred month as a living, breathing presence. This poem captures the emotional serenity that descends during Ramadan. as heart one restless are rekindled and ever overflow with grace. Love in this context become divine and unspoken, a shared spiritual joy that connects believers across this and place. Bila reminds us that Ramadan isn't only about restraint, it's also about returning to what's pure and full of meaning. And this is the publication, link of publication, and this is the also the illustration of the poetry. And this is the lyric from the poetry. Last from the poetry is The Fasting Dry Burns. Lady Marlina again explores spiritual rebirth, this time comparing the pre-Ramadan self to a lifeless, beetle trillium. With fasting, the metaphor shifts, arrogance is abhorred like water through roots, and faiths blossom like flowers in the night. This metaphor shows that fasting is more than abstaining from food. It's a deep process of spiritual irrigation. The hearts, once dry and fragrant, become fertile, bearing the fruit of sincerity and belief. Leni Marlina emphasizes the true rewards does not come in worldly praise, but in a soul that has ripened with piety. The poem reminds us that Ramadan, if truly embraced, can transform our inner landscape entirely. And this is the publication and also the illustration from the poetry. And this is the lyrics from the poetry. The conclusion. In conclusion, these three poems remind us of the deep personal transformation that Ramadan can bring. Lady Marlina and Dila offer poetic insight into theme of repentance, spiritual love, and inner growth. Their words guide us through the quiet moments of reflection, the gentle acts of worship, and the sacred beauty of a soul that returns us to faith. Through poetry, we are shown that Ramadan is not just a religious obligation, it's a journey of the heart, where every moment holds the potential for renewal and grace. This is the reference poem. The first poem is from Leni Marlina, When the Night of Decree Descends, the selected poetry collection in media suaraanaknegerinews.com. First digital publication March 30, 2025. Access in April 2025. It's also the poem number 2 and number 3. Thank you for your listening. And this is the banner from Poetry Book Launching and Discussion Poetry Blood LB Humanity plus Delula Jaya. This is the partnership. This video is created by Muhammad Zacky Aprianra and the Gas Division team Cecilia and Putri. The Committee of Poetry Blood and IOSOP 2025, helped by media of Suara Anak Negeri News, in collaboration with Faculty of Languages and Arts, Universitas Negeri Padang, in Indonesia, supported by a number of partnerships including Poetry Community of Indonesian Society Inspiration, Poetry Pen International Community. Thank you.